Nigerians, I just say make I inform una. As una see am, we don't drop petition for electoral reform for office of Senate President and Honorable Speaker. And then we also call the attention of Senator Ireti Kingibe. She responded yesterday, we go meet and we give her the copy of the petition. But my dear Nigerian youth, especially the youth, I just want to let una know, say, see, for this country, Nigeria, to get better, the people, the powers wey don't hold Nigeria down for years and decades of years, they no go hand over leadership to us. We must come together and decide that we want this country to be better. We must move from just talking and complaining as they talk for social media and back it up with action. That petition where we hand over to Senator Ireti, Senator Ireti is just one senator. She's one out of only 4 women. In fact, one of the women, they suspension. Out of that, again, she's in the Labour Party, which is minority. But she is also member of Senate Committee on Electoral Reform. That is why it been very important, say I call her attention to receive that petition so that she go table am before the committee and also raise it with the Senate President. Because see, let me tell you, a lot of people don't they ask me what is in the petition, waiting there the petition where we carry go. Nothing they new for that petition where Senate never hear before. It is to make transmission of results mandatory by INEC. Because if you read INEC Electoral Act of 2022 and INEC guidelines, everything leave them to the decision of INEC on how to conduct the election. It was basically manual election with option of electronic. Meanwhile, INEC deceived Nigerians, say they be need money to carry out electronic. That is why Buhari give them 313 billion to conduct that election. Yet INEC decides say server no work. So that server, it must be protected. Nigerian youth fit build server if there is no money for government to build them. When no go reach that how many billion where INEC collect. The transmission of results must be mandatory and they must have a transparent process where we say all of us go fit verify. So make I tell you now, the petition on its own, without any pressure and backup, nothing go change. The only difference with the petition where we don't carry go under the umbrella body of Nigerian Electoral Reform Coalition, the only difference will go happen now if Nigerians decide to mount the necessary pressure. So for these 30 days, because the 30 days countdown don't start from the day where we go drop the petition, which is on Friday, the 30 days go elapse by 6th of June. Within these 30 days, we go make flyers. If you be graphic designer, please reach out. We go make flyers. By the 15th day, we go pay another advocacy solidarity visit to the National Assembly so that the senators, they go know. And then from tomorrow, every relevant person pertaining to this INEC and electoral reform will be mentioned. Every leader in Nigeria, I go begin to call una out one after the other. Beginning also with the Senate Committee Chairman on Electoral Reform, that is former Governor of Plateau State, Senator Simon Bako Lalong, and the former Chairman of that committee, the Senator representing Oyo South, that is Senator Sharafadin Abiodun Ali. Senators, Nigerian youth, we know they fight government. We know they do trouble. We do not need bloodshed. The only thing we need is free, fair, and credible elections. Who is afraid of free and fair elections for Nigeria? President Tinubu is the Jagaban of Lagos. He's the former governor, former senator, former APC national leader. He's a popular man. Every politician in Nigeria hold in own territory. Now who they fear free and fair election? When APC boys and people where they social media, where once you see electoral reform, you go start to they cry, you want to shed blood, you want to jump, knock your head for fence. Why would they fear the word free and fair election? Say when I think say if there is free and fair election, person no go win. As long as they continue to try not to give that free and fair election, Nigerians, now there we must insist. Make nobody tell you say everything is okay with Nigeria's election. If there is just one example where I go give you, look at Rivers State. In 2015, Goodluck Jonathan versus Buhari, Jonathan won that state by 1.4 million votes. 2019, Buhari versus Atiku. Atiku win Rivers State by more than about 473,000 votes. Fast forward to 2023. According to INEC, they say Obi win with less than 300,000, about 200 and something thousand. Tinubu comes second with about 100 and something thousand. My people, share the people where they vote for Rivers State, that they increase or that they shrink with time. Ask yourself the question, if to say the former governor of Rivers State, Wike be the PDP presidential candidate, share another person party for win Rivers State. So the winning of the state depend on certain powers. It is that structure of criminality Nigerians must dismantle. You must pay attention to it. That is why everybody they defect, they go one party, defect, go one party. On a normal day, why we go they fear if one person go one party? It is because they bank on a structure, the thing where they call structure, it is a structure of criminality. If not, if INEC they work well, no matter whether 36 governors they any party, the people will vote how they need to vote, and a leader will emerge. I beg you, Nigerians, for these 30 days and until 2027, no matter the distraction, focus on INEC. Tweet, retweet, comment. Anybody where they call out, tag them, tag them, tag them. We must mount on this electoral reform. If not, this petition on its own will be useless. Senate not waiting to do. Nigerians must decide to put the pressure. Nobody go give us this country for us to make them better on a platter of gold. We must wake up and decide that we want Nigeria to be good. It no go there easy. All this one where they talk, where they do so, make I tell you, it will not be easy, but I believe that if God is with us, there is nobody that will be against us. There is nothing that we cannot overcome. And me, Peter, I don't determine. God sparing my life, I no go one wake up a day after election 2027 and see say there was something I could have done that I refuse to do. Let me do everything I can. At the end, even if we no succeed, but let it be that I did my best. So this is the moving forward. From tomorrow, you will hear more. I just say make I update you now. The petition soft copy go day online. We go form group. Everybody go know the thing way as it they go on. But just know that the most important thing is our pressure and our collective action. Don't be distracted. Stay focused upon this INEC and electoral reform. We pin here and we mount.
Yeah, so that's Peter Akah giving update on the electoral petition they submitted to the National Assembly the other day. If you all know my stand, if you've been following this channel, you'll know I've talked about us not waiting, Nigerians not waiting, especially Nigerian youths not waiting for the Nigerian National Assembly to carry out the electoral reform. For as much as the Senate leader last time when they resumed plenary last week talked about carrying out electoral reform and constitutional reform after they passed the tax bill, I still believe that they're still not going to do anything. And what I mean by that in context is that it's the enforcement of the Electoral Act. The reform itself is just not nonsense if you cannot enforce it. If people are not jailed for rigging election for politicians, then the reform is not working. It's not going to work. And that's most of the thing that happen in most of our laws. They're not enforced. And our lawmakers oftentimes leave loopholes with which our electoral body, INEC, often used to maneuver their way and rig elections. But in spite of my own misgivings about, or if you want to call it that, my belief that they're not going to do anything, I still believe this is a good cause. And that's why I'm sharing this content from Peter with everyone so that we can all mount pressure on the government, on our lawmakers, because they're just our representative, to make sure they do the right thing by us. Any force right now that we can use to get the kind of country that I want is needed. So that's why I'm supporting this. That's why I'm sharing this with you. Now, let us know in the comment section what you think. Do you think that this Akpabio-led 10th Senate or Akpabio-led 10th Assembly would, do a robust reform on the Electoral Act? What do you think? Because in my thinking, if the Electoral Act is going to work, most of them won't be there. And they need to be there to perpetrate their corruption. Do you understand? They will be voted out if they do this reform. That's why I say it's not going to work, really. But regardless of how I feel about it, my own point is the fact that we need a work in Nigeria. That's why I'm asking you also to share this content as well. So let's give awareness to this cause that Peter is actually championing, because it's for the betterment of Nigeria. And that's what we're all about on this channel. Again, leave your comments in the comment section. If you're meeting this content for the first time, like, share, and subscribe, and follow us. And also recommend this channel to others. And let's have this celebration in the comment section. You trust our National Assembly to do the right thing by us with this electoral reform? Or what is your take? Do you trust Akpabio? And even if Akpabio, they do a right electoral reform, with the Tinubu administration sign that into law? Again, let us know what you think. As always, God bless you. Bye-bye for now.